Although we will have to wait until tomorrow to see the candidate list of the third way for the European Parliament, we already know that Róża Grafin von Thun-Hohenstein will most likely be the only one in Lower Silesia and Opole. For this member of the European Parliament, working in the European Parliament for the benefit of Poland does not come first. Working in the European Parliament is not the kind of work that many people imagine, that you only work for one region. You work, first of all, for the whole European Union. Secondly, for the whole of Poland. Indeed, Grafin von Thun-Hohenstein has repeatedly attacked Poland in the European Parliament, demanding the imposition of penalties on her homeland. Does the government in Poland and the Polish president want to expose us to further lost lawsuits, to further costly penalties? Because, after all, we know that the European Commission has a duty to react when the law is broken. And here we are dealing with a violation of Article 2 of the treaty. A surprise on the third way's candidate list may turn out to be Janina Ochojska, who was not on the Civic Coalition's list, as she learned from the media. The likely reason is her stance on defending the Polish-Belarusian border. Now, Tusk's party has changed its mind and is creating itself as defenders of the eastern border against the invasion of illegal migrants. Helping other migrants asking for international protection at the Belarusian border is criminalized, and those providing such support are persecuted. The fence with Belarus should be dismantled, yes or no? It will be dismantled at some point, yes. Ochojska, like Grafin von Thun-Hohenstein, working for Poland in the European Parliament is not the most important objective. The work of MEPs is not to improve the situation in Poland, but to make life better and safer for people in the European Union. For reasons of war, the kind of political war they were fighting with our government, the Law and Justice government, they were ready to put Poland's interests at stake because for them political interest was more important. After all, we get the mandate of a Euro MP from Poland. We are in this parliament to look out for Poland's interests, unless one doesn't feel Polish. I have Polish citizenship. I am not a Pole, I am a Silesian. I am a proud citizen of Poland, but I am a Silesian first and foremost, because that is my identity, and more than 200,000 people in the last census so declared. Łukasz Kohout has abandoned the left and, in order to have a better chance of winning a Euro seat, is running on the Civic Coalition's lists. This has caused fury among left politicians. Łukasz Kohout made the decision that he sits at the right hand of his fatherland, but has moved to the political right. I think it's the voters who will judge these kinds of flips, political mortals that one performs before an election to renew one's mandate. We on the left have a clear moral spine. Robert Biedron knows very well that my father died a few weeks ago and I do not wish for my family to be dragged into political attacks. I think these European elections will also show that this kind of leftism is not acceptable to a large part of the leftist electorate. The leftists elect a place for Sylvia Spurek. Perhaps it's all because of her eco-ideas that directly imply huge taxes on meat, eggs or milk, and then a total ban on related to eating these products. A tax on meat is one of a constant array of solutions that should be introduced. We as humans do not have the right in any way, less, more or humanely, to use animals for anything. Now it is inappropriate to talk about the consequences of the Green Deal, which would lead, for example, to a reduction in animal production. In all seriousness, Ms. Spurek, not wanting to eat her own language, would certainly not fit into this narrative, and it is uncomfortable. Poles should elect representatives to the European Parliament, ones who represent our country and its interests. Adrian Borecki, TV Republika.